Hey everyone, what's up? I am doing good. I am sorry for the delay. Did some other videos for the past 2 weeks, but now I am back doing my iOS 15 final part, and my wrap up and my final thoughts about iOS 15 overall, and my express using iOS 15. Now then, and I have some good news for you guys. On Monday 3 days ago, some places, not all of them, I am thinking by the end of April or beginning of May, have lifted the mask mandate, which most of us are really excited for. Now it's just optional. It's your choice to wear a mask or not. Some of my friends and me are really happy about it, but for my safety, and I think that in June or something like that we could go back into the mask mandate again, which I don't care a whole lot about, but some of us do. So anyways, there is a lot of stuff that I want to wrap up about iOS 15. So now back guys, last year and the year before I am doing almost the same video, but this year about iOS 15. iOS 15 was a really big change, kind of like Android 9 Oreo and iOS 7, but bigger, and it's the biggest update ever that Apple ever did. There are about 500 features and changes happened with iOS 15 released back in June of 2021 for the beta testers, and in middle of September for us normal people. I decided on my iPod Touch 7 to be a beta tester and get a sneak peek of it after day 1 of WWDC 2021 was held, I think, on June 7th. So, and I was super excited. After 34 minutes of it being released for beta 1, I downloaded and installed it on my iPod Touch 7 because now I have got another backup phone. I don't care about it. But I did have to pay about $100 to get it, and while right away I noticed changes like the lock screen and the startup screen. It's purple, and the Apple logo was really colorful, which was pretty cool, but I don't think it will work out long term, but it's cool for now. I really like it, so good job for Apple. There's so many different changes about iOS 15. I waited for it to come out in September to download and install it on my iPad and my iPhone. This year, however, when iOS 16 comes out, as some of us know, that 24 days ago, I am counting on March 1st, actually on February 26th, someone in my family, my dad got a new phone. He loved Motorola, which runs Android, but then 2 years later he got it actually same day as my iPhone. I got an iPhone SE 2, but now 2 years later SE 3 came out. What the fudge, I didn't say the other word. But while iPhone SE timeline, the first general came out in 2016, the second came out in 2020 years later, and now being 2022, 2 years later, Apple has made in third general, which, look at the specs, pretty disappointing results. It's pretty much the same as the second general, which I got here. Expect it can do 5G support, which is crazy. Same screen size, 4.7 inch, same battery, 1821 mAh, same speakers, same IP67 water resistant. So, but the RAM is now 4 gigabytes instead of 3. Wait for it, hear me out. My new Motorola Edge Plus phone that I told you all about 2 weeks ago in my video that week. The RAM on this thing is triple the new iPhone SE 2022. Yes, triple. Clean your ears. It has a whopping 12 gigabytes of RAM in it. If you don't believe me, the link for GSM Arena is the link below. That link takes to GSM Arena, which if you're a techie like me, you know what I am talking about. All brands of phones like Samsung, Apple, Google, LG, Sony. And what's coming up in Samsung is in the lead, and has the third most phones than any other tech giant. And Motorola in 2020 made a comeback with their phones. November 2015 is when they stopped. In March 2020 Motorola decided to make them again, and they are coming out with new phones ever since, and some new names like the Motorola G200, which is the latest phone they came out with. February 27, 2022 they came out with that phone, so almost a month ago. So but nowadays this is still a pretty amazing phone for 22 months ago.
Yeah.
So thoughts really impressive. I really love that phone. My God, sorry. When I went to the phone fix-it place and got my phone back about 2 days later, I asked them to run some tests on it because it was overheating and the screen was bleeding through. I found out not just happened with Motorola's. It happened with some iPhone 12 models of phones that came out 2 years ago with the pink screen glitch pretty bad, and Apple was too early on releasing their first lineup of 5G phones back in 2020. But the iPhone 13 models of phones came out, it was much better with 5G. So let's just see this year what the iPhone 14 models of phones will be like with 5G. Annie was moving on, sorry about that. So and in 2 weeks from today, which is April 7th, my topic for that video is talking all about the pros and the cons of 5G. I have topics for my next 2 videos that I really like and will enjoy doing and receiving all about them. So I am definitely looking forward to it. So anyways, now I did a set of 5 videos a while ago talking all about 500 features, but in 5 parts, 100 per 5 videos. Well, so Apple is not done making and releasing iOS 15 updates, but believe it or not, we are just about 2.5 months away from WWDC 2022, which means the betas for iOS 16 will come out, but I am not going to pay $100 for the testing program. I will just see some videos on YouTube about it. Next week will be one of my favorite videos talking all about what to expect with iOS 15, 16 and my predictions. I have no problem waiting until it gets released in mid-September. I can wait. I don't believe anything major like what we had with iOS 15 except just a few new features and changes, nothing big. So and the release dates of when we will expect iOS 16 to drop. I don't believe that we will get a massive overhaul until iOS 21 or iOS 22 comes out in 2027 or 2028. So anyhow, and you can see in a 50-minute video that came out 9 months ago on YouTube. His channel is called Everything Apple Pro. Wow, no kidding, lots of people would tune out if they are not interested, but I really like tech, especially all things Apple. But now not sure, but Apple is in my heart and it's my passion. I never will give up with Apple. Something pretty cool like in my life, I never ever did this before, here it is. So I wanted to get a new iPad. My iPad that I am using to record this video forgot to bring my phone stand for my videos along with me. Sorry, this video will not be in 4K. I believe it's 1080p, which means 1080 pixels per square inch. So the really cool thing is I wanted a new iPad because in a week from today my iPad will be 4 years old exactly. So and I had some passport funding, so I decided to spend some of it and get myself a brand new iPad, and I went to get it on March 18, which was last Friday, and 2 weeks ago there was Apple's first event of the year. Thoughts why I did a video all about it 2 weeks ago and not going up as fast as last year. But I don't care. Like I said, I just do my channel for fun. I am not trying to get money from it. I think I am at 32 views, which is not bad at all. So anyways, the day the new iPad Air 5 just literally came out, I got the iPad Air 5 in a really nice color. And it's my favorite color. I love it, and I am not gay just because I like purple. I am not gay. Some guys really like the color purple. I really like pink too. I got a purple iPad Air with 256 gigabytes. I was planning on getting just 128 gigabytes, but Apple made only the 64 and the 256 GB one. So I never survive with 64 GB because iOS updates alone takes about 10, then I have got 54 GB left, which I never survive with 64 GB one. But now after seeing an unboxing video on YouTube, it comes with the iPad, a charging USB-C cable and 20-watt charger. When you buy iPhones or iPods, they never put a charging block in the box, only just a charging cable. So time is getting away on me, so here's my part of my video when final results of iOS 15, and let's start with iPod Touch 7 running iOS 15. I don't have that device with me today, but I updated it to iOS 15.4 before I left. And my final thoughts about it being on my iPod Touch. It doesn't have and got all of the features about iOS 15. Overall, Apple did a flammable and great job at updating it. Apple changed every app on it, like weather, home, music, you name it, stocks, and added 2 new apps like App Clips and Translate. Translate is a brand new app that came to the iPod Touch and the iPad in iOS 14. It came with the iPhone. The feature that I don't really like about iOS 15 being on iPod Touch is that I don't really know I really like all features. Apple did an outstanding job with iOS 15. It is my new favorite iOS ever. Before iOS 15, my favorite iOS ever was iOS 9.3.6 that came with night eye strain mode, which changes the contrast of your screen to more of an orange color. So yep, Apple finally put a low power mode and the battery percentage with iOS 15 to the iPod Touch, so thank you, Apple. When you turn on low power mode, it turns yellow instead of black, and it turns green when it's charging, and red if low battery and low power mode is not on. So when they do the same with the iPad. The iPad already has got the battery percentage. My favorite iOS 15 feature on the iPod Touch is, let me think about this for a moment. Okay, I am back. My favorite feature is when it updates two things. It not shows you the motors in the settings icon, it now shows you that it's iOS 15, and I really like how from white and black updating Apple logo. When it installing it has got a purple background with a rainbow Apple logo with a bite out of the apple. Later in one of my videos I am going to tell you why there's a bite out of the apple. It's pretty cool fact, you can look it up on Google if you want. So on the iPhone, what I like the best about iOS 15 so far is the wallpapers. Apple only added one when iOS 15 first came out, but now finally when Apple released iOS 15.4, Apple added 4 new wallpapers. So and my favorite feature about the iPad was Quick Note. When you pull up notes from the left corner of your iPad screen, which is pretty cool, and also side view, when 2 apps can be open at a time. Future versions of iOS 15, which I think that there may be an iOS 15.4.1 coming next week because some users were experiencing battery drain issue. I am not finding it on any of mine Apple devices. As far as the betas will be, I think that maybe they will start next week with iOS 15.5 betas and release of iOS 15.5 the third week of April or beginning of May. Last year Apple released 2 iOS updates of iOS 14.4 before iOS 14.5, so Apple might do the same this year. And I think if Apple continues its pattern, last iOS updates of iOS 13, which was iOS 13.7 released 2 years ago, and iOS 14.8 last year, so maybe we may serve an iOS 15.9 this year before iOS 16 comes out. Well, that's my video. Let's see what Apple will bring us with the final iOS 15 updates. I don't think any big major features and changes until iOS 16, which I am going to talk about next week, so stay tuned for that, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.